Hey there, beautiful souls. If you are new here, hello and welcome to Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you are returning, thank you for your support of the channel. Not every message will resonate for you, and that's okay. Take what feels true for you and just leave the rest behind for someone else who needs to hear it. Before we dive into your tarot messages for November, let's take a quick look at some key astrological aspects for the month. Well, here we go again with another Mercury retrograde. This takes place from the 9th to the 29th of the month. Now, while this might feel like a step back, take it as an invitation to revisit unresolved themes with fresh eyes. Your mind goes even further into the past as you seek to figure out how to unplug from past storylines so you can truly move into the future that resonates with who you are becoming. Within this process, expect surprises, revelations, and eye-opening realizations, particularly if you are a Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or Aquarius. On November 5th, we have a full moon in Taurus. This lunar phase highlights your relationship with your body by encouraging some gentle movement and playful exercise, especially if you've been feeling nervous, sleepless, or stuck in your head. Practices like yoga or grounding rituals that reconnect you to your body's wisdom are a great way to harness the energies at play. Jupiter goes retrograde in Cancer on November 11th, which means the lucky planet enters its dormant season, putting a momentary halt on your ability to expand, especially if you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. The good news is that you get to review your growth strategies as a way to perfect your craft. November 20th's new moon in Scorpio invites you to go within to find the answers to tricky questions. If you're able to calm your mind, then some colorful, smart insights are in store for you. Gemini, Taurus, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, this one's for you. And finally, on November 21st, when the sun enters Sagittarius, go ahead and embrace the season of exploration, learning, and celebration. Now that we have that taken care of, just a quick reminder to take a second to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's completely free for you, and it makes a big difference in supporting the channel. And if you're enjoying these videos and want to see more, then give it a like so the YouTube algorithm knows to keep showing you content like this. Stick around, my friends. I'll meet you on the other side to dive into your tarot messages. All right, beautiful souls, this is for Libra. Sun, moon, or rising sign. And it is for the month of November. This is your tarot messages from the universe. And I am just going to dive right in by asking and giving thanks to the angel spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they will provide, but also for assisting me in interpreting those messages for the highest vibrational good of my Libra seekers. All right, Libra. Let's see what the universe wants to let you know for the month of November. Can I have 4 cards, please, for Libra? You have the Devil card. But it's also coming with this 7 of Cups. I don't think you can see that there. I just want to make sure you can see that. All right. Let's continue, shall we? You have that Judgment card. You have that Chariot card. And you have the Six of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Knight of Wands. Okay, so for me, the Knight of Wands is often a card of trying something new. I don't know if you're trying something new. You want to try something new. There's a new opportunity before you that you want to say, hey, I'm going to dive into this. Something you want to tackle, something you want to take care of. I feel like this Knight of Wands is saying, you know, you're optimistic and you're being inspired to do this. You know, for some of you, I feel like you're trying to, some of you are either going to go on vacation, you're going to travel somewhere, there's some travel involved with somebody. This could be that you are moving because you have the Knight of Wands and you have the Chariot card. Those are also cards of travel, but not just necessarily travel, but movement in terms of maybe you're changing location where you live. Could be changing cities, changing countries, some of you. Going afar, going somewhere that you never considered living before. I think that that's involved there. And, you know, this is something new, is a new opportunity. There's perhaps a new proposal on the table for you. And I feel like for some of you, you don't, you know, what's great is that overarching energy is saying, you know, you're being inspired to do this. You're feeling like, you know, you can do this, and that you're passionate about it. You're going to be spontaneous about it. But I would say to you also, don't rush into the decision, only because you have this Devil card at the very beginning, and that in the very first week there, and that Devil is coupled with this Seven of Cups. All right, so it's all based in your decisions, and that's why I'm saying don't rush that decision. You ultimately will make the right decision, and don't get stymied either in the, oh, I have to, you know, really think this through, and then don't, you know, not, you know, block yourself from making decisions. You'll make the decision because the Judgment card is there, and the Chariot card is there, and the Six of Pentacles. So it's going to flow nicely in this month for you, in that, you know, you're going to feel refreshed. You're going to say, oh, I made the right decision, and you're going to move forward with it. And everything is going to feel balanced and harmonized. It's just in this first week, there's just a word of caution that when you're presented with whatever this is, whether it's a move, whether it's a proposal, whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, whatever area of your life this is, whatever this is, don't rush into the decision, especially if it's something that seems kind of, I want to say for some of you, groundbreaking, something that's a little revolutionary in nature. Okay, now, you know, for some of you that might just be, like I said, you're moving somewhere and you just thought, oh, I'm, you know, let's just say, I don't know, you know, you live in North America and you say, oh, I'm going to move to France. I've never moved to France. I never thought about moving to France. I can't speak French, but I'm moving to France. Okay, so all I'm trying to say is give this a little bit more thought, because you do have the Devil there. That is the word of caution. Okay, now sometimes the other caution that they're giving me, and I have to get the messages out, I don't know who needs to hear this, is sometimes what appears to be brand new to us is merely, oh, I want to say an old concept but it's dressed in some kind of new clothes. Okay, so if it's not a desire to move, but there's some kind of project or proposal that comes in on your face, give it some clear thought as you're making these choices with that Seven of Cups. Look at that cup clearly and say, how does this differ from the others? Or how does it differ from something? Is this, a pig in a new lipstick kind of thing? Just to be cautious of that as well. That, yeah, it could just be an old thing. It's wearing some new clothes, okay? But really trust in your ability to assess this situation. So I think you'll be able to do that quite well. Let's get into some clarifiers. I find this is going to be a very interesting read, Libra. But I do feel like for others of you, there's an abundance of activities going on. There's a whole bunch of responsibilities. Something's going to keep you busy in this month. That's the other thing about the Knight of Wands. It's about being busy. It's about getting your hands dirty. Oftentimes I would see the Queen. I'm feeling the Queen of Wands as well in that regard, although it's not on the table yet. And we'll see if it actually comes out. But that's about getting really your hands dirty and getting playful, exploring things a bit, being more aspirational and saying, let me try this out. Let's be a little bit fearless and enthusiastic to try and work on something. And okay, so the first card you have right out of the gate, flew right out, is the Magician card. You have the magic. You have everything you need here. So as I said to you, you trust your abilities to assess things quite independently. I feel like you're going to be reflecting on some past decisions or some past scenarios in your life. This feels very similar to something of the past. I don't know who that's for, putting this out there. But I feel like, that's going to guide your choices, and it's going to guide your choices in the right direction. Okay, this approach I feel is going to be very successful for you. That is the Magician. The Magician is very successful in manifesting anything he wants. So you can manifest this the way you want. You're going to be able to navigate something here with confidence and with clarity. It's the other thing I'm feeling. So this could be a professional life, it could be your personal life, it's in any area of your life, right? It's a generic reading for the collective, and it's for the full month. So, take it how it resonates, but again, you still have that Devil card, all right? So, yeah, just be very cautious here. Take whatever this situation is in your life, whatever you want to tackle, whatever situation you want to tackle here, tackle it with some care. And I would also say tackle it with some strategic thinking. Okay? The message they're giving me is your strongest ally this month is your sharp attention to detail. So if you're paying attention, remember I said look at this cup very carefully, these cups very carefully. If you're paying attention to the details, then that's going to be your ally this month. That's going to help you navigate this correctly. Okay? And your professionalism. If this is in regard to your professional life, lean on your professionalism to help to guide you. Okay? These will guide you through any challenges, and it's going to ensure you emerge successful without any need for external assistance. Okay, and without having to rely on anybody else but yourself. You have it at all. As I said, you're the Magician. You have the ability to sort this out for yourself. You have the ability to figure it out for yourself. You have a little bit of anxiety about that. Nine of Swords here. I would say do not worry excessively. Okay? Now, this might be in your romantic life. I'm going to say for some of you. It could be in your romantic life also. So And it could be both. Maybe this is in your professional and your romantic life that you're feeling this need for, you're busy, there's stuff going on, there's proposals happening, there's opportunities, there's decisions you need to make, you don't want to rush into it. I would also say that, because you have this Knight of Wands, it's very tempting to want to embark on a new, bold adventure, okay? And that new, bold adventure is going to give you this judgment of this aha feeling, okay? This is why you're considering this bold adventure. This could be changing partners, getting new partners, meeting new people, changing work, starting a business. It could be traveling. It could be moving to, good old France or anywhere else for that matter. You're looking for this judgment energy. You're looking for this energy and this feeling of, I feel like I can start over again here. I can feel like this is the rebirth that I needed. I feel like this is making me feel like my spirit is like free and I can start all over, and it's what I needed. But there is caution. Remember, I keep saying there's caution. You have caution, you have caution, you have caution, and you have the Seven of Swords, which, two things. You need a good strategy here, but also sometimes things can be deceptive. This is why the caution is required. So if you feel you're tempted to embark on something here, or to take risks in love, in your professional life, in your family life, it's really advisable to play this safe. Okay, I know you're looking for this. Like I said, you're looking for this, my soul is like rising up on that judgment card. I'm looking for that, I just need to breathe and breathe fresh, clean air and different air. But you also have this Five of Cups. So it's saying play it safe because you don't want to be disappointed. All right, there either has been some disappointment in the past, or this could end up in some kind of disappointment. So play it safe. And if, let's say, you can't rely on yourself, I think you'll be able to rely on your own instincts here and your own abilities to make good decisions in this month. But let's just say you can't, okay? Because not everybody can, or not everybody has the ability to see things clearly. What I was going to say to you is you can lean on your friends for your support and advice, okay? We're there to help you through this. There is the Nine of Wands that says you will persevere, you will get through it, and I know you will get through it because what's beautiful is you have the Chariot card and the Six of Pentacles in the latter half of the month. So it tells me you're definitely moving forward with that Chariot. Things balance themselves out. If this is if it's going to affect you financially in any area of your life, again, it may affect you financially, whether it's a job, a move, a new relationship. They all have financial implications. Things will be okay because Six of Pentacles is the card of having enough. All right. So I would just say to you, lean on people if you need some support, you need some advice. They're ready to help you. They know you best. They can offer you some valuable perspectives. I would say to you, this is a good month for an opportunity to also strengthen any strained relationships you might have, okay? And, maybe to make amends with somebody. Whatever this is, the Chariot moving forward says ultimate happiness. 10 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful energy to clarify beautiful energy. I definitely feel the latter half of the month you sort things out for yourself and you start to discern for yourself things more clearly. Okay, you either start to form some new connections, a new professional life. You're taking time to look at things more clearly. You are actually definitely have some Four of Wands there, so things start to stabilize for you in your life and your family life, your home, whatever. So if you do move, and that is the right thing for you, only after careful consideration, and you finally move, okay, then yes, you will bring yourself, you'll bring some stability into your life, whatever this adventure might be. Remember, it could be professional, relationship wise, but it could also literally be you traveling for vacation. It could also be you traveling for a long time or moving somewhere to change your scenario, to change your scene, right? You have the King of Swords. So as I said, I feel like you start to form whatever, answers you're getting, whatever decisions you're making, you're really using your own discernment to sort that out, okay? Now, with the Six of Pentacles, really feel whatever it is for you. It's a potential month of career and personal, whatever, advancement. I feel like there's abundance. I told you, you're just really busy in many areas of your life here. And I feel like, you're not, like I said, I feel like you can handle this, whatever this is. You have the Lover's card, so I feel like you make a choice. I feel like you make the right choice for yourself. I feel like you commit to whatever this is that you've wanted, that you've made the choice toward, and you're happy about it, that you love it, that you did the right thing for yourself. And you've exercised the proper caution, okay? And that could be in your romantic life because it is the Lover's card, or it could just be in new friendships, okay? But I feel like you navigate the month with a little bit of finesse, that you are also navigating it with a little bit of poise. So I think that all really ends well for you. As I said to you, I feel like you're just really busy, and there's a bunch of things that are coming at you, and with some responsibilities, and this adventure comes your way, and it kind of throws things into the mix, and you go, what do I do with that? Because you have that Page of Wands, which is still that aspiring to something different. So that's leading back into this whole, there's an interesting adventure. What do I do with that? All right. Really cool, interesting energy there, Libra. Let's see what the fairies want to add as a message for you. And I have a message that you would like to add to this for Libra. You got the card called Light. Light. And I'm going to read to you. It says, the Fairy Queen of Light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation, and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. Yeah, you'll have the light, you'll see the light, and you'll be able to, rely on yourself and make the right decisions here. Just words of caution to, don't leap before you look. All right? All right, Libra, I'll leave your reading there. I hope there was something in it that resonates for you. Please don't forget to show your support of this channel, and you can do that by clicking the like button. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have, don't resubscribe because you'll just unsubscribe. And if you want, you can even click the notification bell, because that'll tell you when I drop my next video. And you're going to want to know when I drop my next video, because next month I am going to be making an announcement that I am very happy to be making, and I don't want you to miss that announcement. All right? So if you don't want to miss it, then subscribe to the channel and you won't. Costs you nothing. Costs you nothing to subscribe to the channel. And even if you never want to listen to these videos again, you don't have to. All right? And it's free to hit the like button as well. All right? I'll see you again very soon, my friends. Until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.